For hundreds of thousands of years, there has been a balance between man's need for fuel and the environment's ability to provide that fuel. But in the last 10 years alone, the human population has grown by 800 million people. This population pressure has shifted the natural balance and has forced governments everywhere to look at the relationship between the environment, sustainable energy supplies, and the quality of life. More than 80% of the African population live in rural areas where electricity is not available. These people need a dependable and affordable source of energy and depend on wood, charcoal, and other forms of biomass to cook and heat their homes. But today, the clearing of forests for farmland, timber, and fuel has drastically depleted fuel-wood resources and is beginning to jeopardize the basic energy needs of the growing population. Already, one clearly observable effect has been spreading desertification and barren, unfertile land. This situation has motivated countries like Mali to improve the traditional energy use and has brought household energy issues into the national energy policy.
Les grands problèmes auxquels le Mali est confronté sont principalement la désertification.
The big problems with which Mali is confronted are desertification, degradation of the forest, and the supply of energy. Mali is a landlocked country with no access to the ocean and no oil resources. So 80 to 90% of Mali's energy needs are met with wood and charcoal. This causes an enormous problem for Mali to try to secure an ongoing supply of energy. Because electricity is so expensive, it is not really an option for household use, because most people don't have the money to pay for it. So people continue to use wood and charcoal, which are natural resources and have been used traditionally by the population for heat, lighting, and cooking.
The traditional three-stone stove is still the most common cooker in Mali and in other African countries, even though it burns wood very inefficiently, with most of the potential energy from this scarce resource being wasted. Starting in the early 1980s, research on improved household technologies was carried out in several African countries. In Mali, this led to the introduction of the Nafachaman and the Teleman improved stoves.